and welcome to another phonics lesson. Today we are carrying on looking at the E sound, but with a focus on writing. Okay, so let's jump in and get started.
Okay, let's start where we normally start, with a review section, so looking back at the things we already know. Right, same as last week, we've got three sounds on the board. We've got the E sound, spelt double E, we've got the L sound, spelt with a double L, and we've got the K sound, spelt with a CK. Okay, what I want you to do is spend 2 or 3 minutes, no longer than 5 minutes, seeing how many words you can come up with using each of these sounds spelled like that. Okay, so E, L, and K. With those spellings, give yourself 2 or 3 minutes, have a go, click pause, and then click play when you're ready to go through them. Right, let's get going then, shall we, and start talking about some of these words. Now, same as last week, unfortunately I can't see all of the fantastic words you've come up with, but here is an idea of some of the sorts of words that you might have thought of. So for the E sound, I've got meat, sleepy, street, week, deep, sheep, peel, creep, and feel. Now, one of these words that I wanted to just show you quickly was this word sleepy, because as well as the E sound with a double E, it's also got an E sound on the end spelt with a Y. And that's just something to keep in mind. You might see some words like that, and you might have to spell some words with an E sound on the end, in which case you'll need to use that Y. Right, let's move to the L sound. We've got tall, still, bill, pull, doll, still, and will. Okay, so notice that the this spelling of the L sound with a double L comes right at the end of the word, mostly. It's very unusual unless you're adding an ing on the end, or an ed on the end, for you to find this in the middle of a word. Again, not always the case, but usually you'll find this at the end. Right, last one then, CK, the K sound. I've got pick, sick, pluck, duck, quack, back, track, and struck. Okay, again, mostly this is found at the end of the word. Not always, but that's just a useful pattern to be aware of. Hopefully you found some fantastic words as well, and my words have given you some ideas. Right, let's move on then, and let's start looking at the sound for today. We're carrying on with that E sound, and we're looking at the different ways that you can spell the E sound. So these are the ones we looked at before. We looked at them when we were reading. We've got EA, E split digraph E, and E by itself. And don't forget that that Y at the end of a word can also make an E sound. So let me remind you about how we need to go about writing a word, spelling a word, when we're not quite sure how it's spelt. Let's take the word teacher, for example. First thing you need to do to have a go at spelling it is to break it down into its sounds, okay? And you can do this by saying the word, slowing it down, breaking it into its sounds, and then that's the point when you can have a go at spelling it. Okay, so listen to me do that. I'm going to start with the word teacher. 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 Teach. Teacher. Okay, so I've got my sounds there. Now it's time for me to have a go at spelling. So I need to work through the sounds one by one. T, E, ch, teacher. Okay, there we go. Now, don't forget that final step. Once you've had a go at spelling a word, go back through, check that you've got the right number of sounds and that what you've written matches the sound so that you can have the best chance of spelling a word correctly. So let's go through. T, E, ch, teacher. Fantastic. Not got any extra sounds that I don't need. I've not missed any sounds out, and that's the spelling of teacher. Now, obviously, you need to know which way you need to spell the E sound, but it's really helpful to just break the word down, and that'll give you the best chance of making sure you've spelled it correctly. Right then, before we just move on and you have a go, one final thing to do. I'd like you to just have a little look back over all of these E words that you looked at earlier in the week. Now, If you were feeling really confident, then you can carry on watching and move straight into spelling. If you're somebody who thinks, oh, I just want a little practice, I just want a little recap to get these words in my head again, then pause the video now, have a go at reading some of these words, and then click play again when you get ready to move on to spelling. These words as well, if you've just had a go at reading those other words, don't forget about these ones. These are key, baby and people, and they've got slightly unusual spellings. The E sound in key has got an EY. In baby, we've got that Y on the end, which we've been talking about. And in people, we've got this extra letter, this O here, which is making the E sound with that E. Okay, let's get on to spelling then. So just like before, I'm going to give you a bit of a clue for the first one as to which E spelling you need to use, but after that I'll leave it up to you. You can just challenge yourself and you'll have to work out which one you need. So first word I would like you to have a go at spelling is the word these. These. Okay, so click pause, then click play when you're ready to go through it. Here we go then, this is the word these. Have a look at those sounds. E, s, these. Brilliant. So hopefully that's how you spelt it. Well done on that one. Right, let's move to the next one. So this is a word with the EA spelling of E, and your word is see. Now this is not the sort of see that we do with our eyes, seeing. This is the sort of sea that you might go and visit. This is where the fish live, and it's very salty, so it's that type of sea, the sea or the ocean. So your word is see. Click pause, click play when you're ready to go through it. There we go then, this is the word see. Nice simple word, just two sounds, s, e, see. Okay, but this was one of those words to remember that there's actually two spellings of it. This is, as we said, is the sea meaning the ocean. And if we were talking about seeing, using your eyes, then we would spell the word like that. Okay, but this is the one we were looking for that time. Right, ready for the next one? Let's go. So we've got a word with just an E by itself, making the E sound. Okay, think carefully about this word and think about a word that's similar that might help you to spell this word. So your word is become. Become. Okay, so have a go at spelling the word become, click pause and then click play when you want to go through it together. Here we are then, become. And this word is actually, it almost looks like it's made up of two words that we already know. The word be and the word come. So we've got, if we sound it out, we've got b, e, k, m, become. Okay, and you can see that that E on the end, it doesn't make a sound by itself. Okay, it's part of the sound in come at the end. And the E that is making an E sound is this E here, become. Okay, so that's a slightly more tricky word because of this sound at the end. But hopefully you definitely got that E at the start of become. Right, final one where I'm going to help you, and then we'll see if we can do some more challenging ones. So this word has an E spelt with a double E, and look out for another E sound in this word as well. See if I can catch you out here. Right, your word is speedy. Speedy. Okay, click pause, then click play when you want to go through it together. Here we go then. Here's the word speedy. E-d-E, speedy. So we've got our E sound with a double E right there in the middle. And then just like I've been hinting at you all the way through, we've got a Y on the end here that's also making an E sound. E-d-E at the end. Speedy. Right, over to you. Okay, this time it's time for you to see if you can remember which spelling of E we need. So your first word in this part is please. A word hopefully that we use lots. Your word is please. Click pause and then click play when you want to check the spelling. Right, here it is. Here's the word please. Okay, please. And again, we've got this E on the end, which isn't making a sound by itself, but there we go, we've got our EA in the middle, which is making this E sound, please. So well done on that one. Ready for another one? Your next word is the word dream. Dream. At night time you might dream. Okay, click pause, click play when you want to check it. Here we go then, here's the word dream. Again, you needed to use the EA spelling of E. Dream. There we go with dream. Well done on that one. Well done if you got it right. Next one. This is the word relax. Relax. Hopefully at the moment you are getting a chance to relax. Okay, click pause and then click play when you want to check. Here it is then. Here's the word relax. 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 And it's got an E by itself that's making the E sound. Okay, 2 more left. You're doing an absolutely fantastic job. Keep it up. Your next word is the word evening. Evening. After the afternoon, the day becomes the evening. Right, here we go then. Here's the word evening. 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 And we could even split that ing sound into 2 sounds, couldn't we? Evening. Evening. Okay, and you can see that we've got a split digraph there. Split digraph E making the E sound in evening. Right, let's do our last E word of the day. You've done a super job so far. Your last word is the word delete. Delete. Okay, click pause, then click play when you want to check it. Here we go then, here's the word delete. Now there's 3 letter E's in this word, but only 1 E sound. So we've got delete. Okay, and our E sound is here, this split digraph here. This E is making an sound, delete. And this split digraph here is making the E sound. So a slightly trickier word just because of all of the different E's, but actually only 1 E sound and it's made with a split digraph. Right, well done. Absolutely fantastic job on your spelling today. Well done for working hard through this phonics lesson. You're doing a great job.
Well, fantastic job today. I hope you enjoyed that phonics lesson. You're doing absolutely brilliantly. So next week we're moving on to another sound, so I'll be back on Tuesday with another lesson for Phase 5 phonics. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you again next week. All right, bye-bye.